Gotcha. Thinking about, family, or let's talk about scaling.
Mhm.
Let's jump over there. When you started Leonard's, how many trucks did you guys have then? How many employees? And then compare that to today and talk about how you and your family think about the strategies that you're going to employ, if you don't mind sharing that.
Yeah, Leonard's actually started out as a truck brokerage, and mainly because we were looking at ways to take care of some of the customers that we thought were being underserved by the name of the company that bought ours was Priority. We felt they were being underserved, and but we didn't want to compete with them, for drivers and that type of thing. We still had friends and family there, so. So we took that approach. About 2007, Priority closed down, and that's when we started adding trucks. By then our brokerage was pretty good size. We were moving several hundred loads a week, and we started adding trucks when those drivers that had formerly worked for my dad's company and had come to Priority over the years were looking for a job, and the trucks were available. So we bought them, started adding them. Over the next, 2011 was our first acquisition up in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. We've done 7 since. That's been a very big part of our growth strategy. We usually only do acquisitions on the asset side, which is our own trucks with our names on them. And we've tried to grow the brokerage, in parallel with that over the years. So, as a revenue stream, we have both customers and loads that we serve with carriers using their assets, and those that we serve using ours, based out of, other than Farmington, every one of our terminals comes through an acquisition, and we have 5 that have truck space at it, and another 7 that are sales offices, which are primarily brokerage.
Nice.
And
when you guys go ahead.
I was just going to add, over the last 4 or 5 years, we started adding warehousing services, and just opened a brand new refrigerator warehouse in January.
And that was something, going through your website, talking about the difference between refrigerated and just delivery and trucking. It's a different industry, isn't it?
Yeah, and my dad retired about 10 years or so ago, and really that was when my 2 brothers and I, and my sister at the time was with us, we really decided to focus on the refrigerated side of the business. We still do a fair amount of dry van work, but we felt that it was part of the industry that maybe had a little less competition, especially if you devoted resources to technology and kept your equipment upgraded to the newest, that we could compete a little better, and it wasn't quite as commoditized as some of the other types of freight hauling in our industry. And that led us to, we do a lot of dry warehousing, but we also seen a lot of demand in the refrigerated side, which led us to decide to invest in building that facility. And and it's a little more demanding. It takes a little higher level of expertise, not just from technology perspective, but from a driver perspective. A lot of what we haul is fresh. So you got a load of berries that has a very limited shelf life. So you have to have a driver that's reliable. You have to have equipment that's reliable, and and you have to use technology to make sure everything's working together.
You probably have tons of operating systems and processes built in to be able to make that work. And, just looking at the video, you guys use technology at a level that a lot of people probably don't in that industry.
Yeah, we'd like to think we do. And then we look around and see a lot of the technology we have in-house that we don't feel that we're fully utilizing, that we could always do it better. So, sometimes we're our own worst critic. But yeah, technology's come a long ways. When I first got in the industry back in the early 80s, it was the driver would make a check call every morning, report, what the temperature was on his trailer, what, the tomatoes or the fruit, looked like, because some of the different fruits continue to ripen as they're being transported. And, and maybe we'd make an adjustment, and it was a knob. If you were within a degree or two, you were fine. To whereas now, the trailers have computers on them, where we have set points that are in some cases specific to our customers, we haul a lot of berries and, that we have a berry profile that our customer has developed in collaboration with the refrigerated trailer manufacturers and the carriers that they use, so it has an exact temperature they want, the exact range, as well as the humidity level they want in the trailer. Times have really changed with that.
Wow. It's pretty incredible that you guys have kept up with that.